Last time in the lost mine of Phandelver. Our band returned with warnings spoken to those who stayed behind at camp. Mr. B and Dr. O learned of the Dogman and their impending danger, so the group decided to head off as soon as possible after Dr. O's admission of them possibly being tracked by figures from their past. That is, after they had their map notated by Gundren for the location of Wave Echo Cave, of course. The way was easy enough, having purchased a horse and cart to carry their things, but on the horizon behind was spotted a group of figures tailing after. 7 by Mr. B's count. Brecker advised to take an evasive path north and attempt to lose their followers, but it didn't quite appear to work, especially after being slowed down by an owlbear encounter along the way. The monstrosity was summarily defeated, and honor given to the slain beast by Million, leaving the group to once again make dust. They arrived in the foothills before the Sword Mountains, and then the rocky hills themselves. Soon, and before dusk broke, they found the very valley which Gundren had described where it was found the entrance to Wave Echo Cave. Cut deep into the side, they made camp and shored up their defenses, dozing off to rest from their day's venture. As they slept, many had dreams and visions. Brecker shared a vision sent from Gond to create works of his craft upon the Forge of Spells, reworking Talon into a usable rapier. Dr. O remembered past inventions which might be found in her research notes, blueprints she could affix to her iron ally, Mr. B. And the Iron Giant held a vivid vision witnessing death and destruction surrounding him, not too unlike much of what he already saw in his mind, but this time much clearer. Animal hybrid men stood with him, but friend or foe he could not quite remember. And Viv dreamt a lovely dream, singing a beautiful performance before thousands, using a magical instrument with many, many strings. But that was before it turned into a nightmare, before the open jaws of a serpent closing around her. It was Million who was disturbed by the sensation of a spell attempting to grab hold of her. She tensed against it, but could not quite manage to break it. She was the victim of a scrying. The jungle elf awoke fearful of what it could mean. It had to be someone who knew her, or had something of hers. And then, a number of deathly screams broke the night. Off in the distance from where they had come, panic sounded against the silent mountainside, but the sounds ended just as quickly as they began. The group awoke in the middle of the night to investigate. In a campsite not their own, they discovered a number of dead bodies. They had been savaged, looking like a pack of wild animals may have gotten to the campers. But animals would only do so if they were searching for food, and none of the bodies seemed to have been eaten. There were also 7 of them. And thus brings us to the present moment, where Brecker has noticed movement in a tree overlooking the scene. The Dogman was hiding in the boughs, waiting, and our heroes were slowly creeping forward. But with the tensity of the moment upon them, and what they know to come soon looming before them, they decided to flee. That is, of course, unless someone has a different idea.
I think I was prophetically clear about my decision.
Don't think that we can keep playing. They're just following us. And I'd rather get it out in the open now. If they want me and Mr. Bubbles, then let's just handle it. Yeah, I know you're scared, Mr. Bubbles, but it's time. Alright, so Dr. Offbay will cast Sanctuary on herself.
Okay.
She'll waltz out here. And she'll kind of holler out, I'm Dr. Offbay. I heard you were looking for me. Are you here to kill me?
A couple very tense seconds stand on the air before you see movement in the tree.
Can Melian just go with Dr. O, but stay a little bit like behind the tree with her bow and arrow ready?
Yeah, definitely.
Wrecker's doing taking positions like 10 feet away from her, ready to get right there. Mace already out.
Just so you know, Nomad, when last time we played, when I actually had the visions, you had specified that they were favorable visions.
Yes.
Favorable feelings.
Yes. You are not... Okay, yeah, so, Mr. B, why don't you go in the whispers real quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so...
Sorry.
No worries. So, you do not necessarily get the sense that this figure is outwardly hostile to you. Or
right.
Dr. O, you think there's something else going on, especially the fact that you came here and it's like an obvious place for an ambush and he didn't attack. You get the sense that he's kind of like watching and waiting, which tells you this figure is kind of like unsure. There's definitely something going on. And then your visions kind of lead you to believe that it's possible you might be able to communicate to figure out what this figure wants.
All right.
Look back.
Hi.
You're not going to betray and kill us all, are you? Oh God, the
What?
laugh! No.
You said not me.
All right.
Of course not her.
And so as it descends, you see him standing, once again cloaked, hiding his features, looking out towards you. And he calls.
If he calls, is that a term for something? Or are you looking for words?
I think he's looking for words.
Okay.
I was trying to get the voice mod to go.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
I think he's looking for a voice mod.
I just didn't know if I was supposed to understand the phrasing or not.
The suspect is killing me.
May I approach?
Yes. Please do.
The figure moves slowly, kind of tentatively, taking measured steps.
And I'll be on guard, but I want to see what he has to say.
Okay. So he gets close enough where if anything happens, he could probably take off very easily. But nonetheless, he stops before you and speaks.
Please, tell me how to get home. Why did you bring me here?
Home? Wait, where are you from?
What? What do you mean?
Well, I have some memory issues, if you will. I don't quite remember things that have happened, and you seem to know me, but I don't know you. So I'm gonna need to catch up.
You ripped me from my home when that thing attacked.
Oh no, I can't hear him. I can't understand him.
You ripped me from my home when that thing attacked.
You're home.
When what attacked?
That thing!
Oh, the thing.
What kind of thing? I don't remember anything before this world. Are you from the original world?
I do not remember the name. There was the Institute from Ravnica.
Oh, you're from Ravnica. Mr. Bubbles took me from Ravnica. I'm not sure how we got here. She'll look up at Mr. Bubbles. Okay, yeah,
He'll just kind of shrug like, I don't know. I don't know either.
I do not have a way back, but I do have. I can do some research and potentially get you back to Ravnica. Oh no, you're lost from home. Oh, Mr. Bubbles, what are we gonna do? I think they're just lost.
When you look to Mr. Bubbles, the light in his eyes is kind of gone or dulled, and he is not moving at all.
Mr. Bubbles?
Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles!
Please join me in whispers once again.
Mr. Bubbles!
God damn it!
You like how
Okay.
I have my eye color ready?
Yeah, I love that. Okay, Mr. B. At the sound of Ravnica in this, the vision in front of you kind of starts to swirl. And though you are a construct, you kind of feel that, like, that light-headed dizziness.
Ooh.
You have this vision of a giant, monstrous ooze rampaging across a lab.
Oh.
Flames are everywhere, alarms going off, many figures running around, yells and screaming. You remember looking for someone, and then you find her. A woman with some of the ooze on her body, seeming to have kind of captured her. Your immediate thought is it's trying to eat her. And your instincts kick in. You run up and you're trying to fend off this ooze. And then all of a sudden, a bright flash of light blinds you. And crackling energy and you are pulled along with the woman into a kind of portal. As your adrenaline has kicked in, you seem to kind of think you opened the portal somehow, but you really have no idea how it happened. But along with that, you hear a familiar voice yelling, after you into this tunnel portal way. Sounds an awful lot like Carferon's.
The dog.
Yes. And you now have a limited way of telepathically communicating with Dr. O. So you can speak directly to her in her mind. No one else can understand you, but you can actually speak to Dr. O.
Oh. Okay. So to do that, should I just like message her and like chat?
However you want to do that.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, good?
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
We were definitely not panicking.
Y'all are doing the open learn.
We were not panicking at all. No.
The dogman speaks up once again. You ripped me from the lab.
I think I took anyone from the lab. I opened things, right?
Please, I just want to go back. Take me back. Back through the portal. However you have to do it.
Do I have any information potentially in my notes or have any idea of how I might be able to return this man to his home?
Your amnesia isn't really picking anything up. You have a strong feeling like you might discover more in your notes, but you also feel this kind of tugging at the back of your head from a familiar voice, though you don't remember ever hearing it before.
Does the name Institute of Ravnica ring any bells to me? Like as someone that is involved in research?
Make me an Arcana check. You don't have to be proficient.
Okay. I know nothing.
The name Ravnica rings no bell.
So do you remember anything about a lab, or do you have anything in that book of yours?
Dr. O, make me a history check, actually.
Okay, I will definitely make a history check. I need to be proficient in history, actually.
No, go ahead and just make a history check.
Whee! I did good.
Ooh, okay. Dr. O, now with a lot of this stuff kind of happening all at once, you seem to recall a name. The Institute of Travel.
Institute of the Traveler.
Institute of the Traveler?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel
Institute of the Traveler. And you almost kind of remember working in a lab.
That checks out. That makes sense. I've definitely seen notes about the Traveler in my book. Sorry, me and Mr. Bubbles are whispering and it's starting out from my brain. Okay. So I mean, why Dr. Offbay does have amnesia, she's also a researcher who knows how to get information as part of her background, and also, she's just good at stuff. Would she have, maybe not through the same portal, but maybe have some kind of ability to get this guy home or know where to go to get that information?
Make me an Arcana check. Oof.
Consistency, I like it.
I know. I'm like, no, consistency at a high score is nice. I don't want consistent ones.
Okay. Dr. O, you recall some stuff about interplanar travel. You seem to think that you came from a entirely different plane, a universe, Ravnica universe. It's really difficult, and you need some really high-powered magic in order to travel between the planes. You do not have this capability. But you're looking at Mr. B, and a term kind of comes to mind. Planeswalker.
Oh.
You think it's possible that a planeswalker sent the three of you through the portal. And it might be Mr. B.
That is fascinating. And her gooey eyes will get big as she thinks about this information and what it could mean. Okay, all right. So this is difficult. I want to send you home, but it is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm going to need time, I think. I'm not entirely sure how it happened, but I believe we accidentally transported through. And Mr. Bubbles is very sorry for bringing you as well. He didn't mean to. We were trying to escape quickly. You can come with us to get you home, but I need to figure out how. I don't know how. I don't know something. Oh gosh. Interesting.
You mean to tell me you don't know how? How did we come here?
Well, I don't know how right now. But if you give me a little time, I can figure it out.
I have no idea how to respond to that.
Not like you said I'm sorry. So sorry.
I
gotcha.
love you so much, P.
I was trying to figure it out. It's like, it sounds familiar, but I can't quite make it out.
I literally said, I am sorry. I am so sorry.
Gotcha. Now I hear it.
I love you so much, P.
The robot whisperer.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. O, make me a persuasion check. You do not have to be proficient.
And I'm good at it. I'm really, really, really bad at it. Oh, I don't want to make this roll. Alright, come on, luck. Part of the cards. That's bad.
Because it's a die, not a card.
I said heart of the die.
You have angry dice gods.
No, I've been gone too long. I have tracked you for too many miles. Take me now!
And you see him kind of take a bit more of an aggressive stance.
Saying that, Brecker takes a couple steps closer to Dr. Offbay.
Do I have any recognize if anything is making him particularly angry outside of his own emotions, or if he's just losing control of emotions right now?
Make an insight check.
Malian would like to move a little bit closer too, just to flank.
Okay. All right, Dr. O, high roller. You get the sense that he is just emotionally fried right now. Probably extremely confused, doesn't know where he is, disoriented still, not sure what happened. He's at a point where he just wants to go home by any means. So he's just kind of getting aggressive because he's not getting an easy answer right now.
Mr. Bubbles is gonna like step forward quickly and drop to his knees and like scrawl in the dirt like to his side a little bit, like FREND.
I love that. You're not even gonna have to roll for that.
And then he's gonna get up and he's gonna walk up and he's gonna give him a hug.
All right.
Keep everybody from approaching and explain that he's lost and scared and try to keep them from doing anything aggressive themselves. Just don't want to escalate.
Okay. So, Mr. B, as you make this kind of proclamation in a way, you see he's still kind of acting like a frightened animal, almost in a sense, kind of afraid, and he's very jumpy. His eyes kind of just follow you very closely, and though he looks like he might lash out at any moment, you're able to get close enough, and your iron arms are able to wrap around, and he kind of breaks down into you. And you see his true face beneath the cloak. And as he kind of falls into you, starts lightly sobbing, you just hear, "I want to go home. I just want to go home."
Lane's gonna throttle, just put it back, put the arrow back in the forgot the name for it, the quiver, and she's going to slowly, very carefully, it's not alarm, just move a little bit, just so she can be in their line of sight. And she's gonna say carefully, "I understand being far from home is really hard. Sometimes we move away because we want, sometimes we are moved away without any will of it. I believe that Dr. Offday, if she says that she can do it, if she can look into it, she's one of the smartest people I have ever met. If she says that she can help you, I know it's difficult right now, but if you give her some time, I think she can do it, whatever it is."
I am sorry.
You keep calling her Dr. O. I do not know her by that name. Back before this place, she went by Atral Windbrook.
What?
Atral. We did not know each other so well, but you worked with my mate.
Oh, I see. I imagine. Ooh. Well, this new form that I have, I don't remember much before it happened. Maybe a sprinkling of bits and pieces. I got my name from Mr. Bubbles when we came through the portal on the other end. I'm sorry, I just don't have information right now, but I know I can get there.
Dr. O, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Okay, yes. That sounds bad. Wisdom saving throw. That's an ability. This is a saving throw.
All right. Dr. O, please meet me in the whispers.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, whisper.
Hi.
Hi.
There's a lot of things happening.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, hearing your name, you have that tugging inside your head, feeling kind of like that thing that you have has a grip that it just kind of gripped tighter on you. And you forget the name Atril almost right away. And you're kind of dizzy and disoriented for a second, but it goes away pretty quick. And then that's when you hear the voice. Dr. Oafbay, what is this thing? We must study it.
Pretty fascinating, isn't it? It looks like a hybrid of some sort.
Exceedingly. I wonder what it tastes like.
That seemed like it would taste good, right? No, that's not right. But I want to see inside. No. Yes.
Maybe not taste. I wondered what secrets it knows. You should delve into its brain and find out.
Yes, we must keep it close. Keep him close. Yes.
Yes.
Expecting Nomad to
hello.
pick up. Oh, hello.
Hello again.
We were running wild with theories here.
All right.
We should definitely help this man. Would you like to stay with us? Are you hungry? Do you need something to drink?
I've done fine on my own. The Institute saw to my training very well. I'm sorry, do you remember me? My name is Carferon.
I'm sorry, I don't remember anything, really. There's potentially information about you that I could look up, but it would take time as well.
I suppose there's nothing but time. No. You do not know how to bring me back. I suppose the only thing I can do is wait.
Is there any way that I would be able to get a hold of you in order to let you know if I find a way?
I do not have something on me, no. Back in Ravnica, we had instruments for such a thing, but I was not one of the inventors. I do not know how. I see you are headed somewhere with purpose. Perhaps I will just follow you.
I would be fine with that. Is everyone else fine with that?
I suppose.
It depends. Are you going to try to snoop into my head again?
I fear I do not know what you mean.
What? You were not the one that was trying to look into my head?
I have no such ability. I'm sorry, I do not know what you mean.
Melly is just gonna
Mel, if you were
move back a
talking
little
about
bit.
earlier, like the scrying spell, that wasn't necessarily reading your mind, it was like your location, I think.
Okay, gotcha.
Nomad can correct me, but
Honestly, it's exactly what the scry does. It just looks into your location, looks at you.
My friend
And your
here had a
surroundings.
powerful scrying spell cast on her. Was that from you?
I have no such ability for spellcasting.
What about this camp and these people here? Was that you?
Yes. They were trailing after you. I did not like what I heard from them in the bushes, so I took care of it.
Uh-oh.
I found something on their persons.
And at this, he kind of almost like absent-mindedly, like, oh yeah, kind of pulls like a little piece of paper and hands you a neatly folded piece of parchment. Opening it reveals a note and descriptions of 5 different named figures. The names are yours. It reads, Rucker, green-skinned half-orc with some divinely bestowed capabilities, heavily armored and much too righteous, can use against, ? Million, elf from the jungles of Chult, ? Unsure but fits description. Druidic powers, can shape into monsters, be very careful. Viv, blue-skinned tiefling, appears incapable of battle but heard tell she uses magic, silence her quickly. Doctor, small child woman, very curious, odd name. Referenced by name in full, too. Be wary, told there is certainly more than meets the eye to this one. Mr. B, the Mr. is in quotation marks. Large metal man, unsure if can even be slain, some work of extremely powerful magic. Guards doctor, the child woman. She may be a very powerful caster. Referenced only as Mr. B, Mr. Bubbles, seeks to overwhelm foes, spread out and use hit and run tactics so he can't do so. And there's a little note at the bottoms that says follow and remain unnoticed if possible. Report on whatever it is they're searching for. Permission to kill if must.
The hell they mean incapable of fight?
that's what you focus.
Dude, that's
Oh
what
yeah,
you
and I
read
guess the other
about?
shit's kind of bad too, yeah.
She'll like spread the note around and show what these campers had on them. I guess these were the people who have been following us that we've been trying to lose. Maybe one of them cast the scry?
I'm not certain. I have been following them since Phandelver.
Brecker's going to take a quick look at some of the bodies. Do some of them appear to be arcane adept based on their clothing?
Make an investigation check.
All right.
I also want to look for if they have anything of mine, because I believe that I remember Dr. O saying something about they would have to have something of mine, or they would have to know me well.
Gotcha. Okay, Brecker, looking through the bodies, you don't see any like spell components or anything like that. No like arcane focuses or anything. You do not believe that they have the spell casting capabilities. And Million, as you actually make note of that, Carferon takes the strip of clothing that he took from you in the battle.
I suppose I should apologize for this as well. It is the way I track.
And then he takes the slip and he kind of puts it in front of his snout and sniffs it, kind of like showing like, hey, I'm a tracker.
I guess I'm also at fault. I did not ask you about your reasoning for going after us. We tried to talk to you, but I guess we all let our emotions rule ourselves. And for the record, that's a little bit how I track too. Well, if you don't have any method of keeping in contact with the doctor, perhaps you could keep it and find your way to us if we ever get lost and you need to find us.
No need to apologize. I was not in the right mind. At first, I did see you as enemies. I must admit. It was only after watching and seeing your movements and everything I came to understand there was more going on than I had first suspicions. Do you plan on returning to Phandelver? Perhaps I could stay there.
We do plan to return to Phandelver.
Then, if that is your wish, I will remain. Though I would...
Absolutely welcome to stay with us. I will quite fascinated by your lineage.
I will go wherever you tell me. I would say probably a better idea we stay close. I do not know if the Institute fell completely, but would not put it past them to send their dogs.
I definitely think we should stick together.
And if I found you, they can.
And at this, he gets like a really serious look on his face, like almost kind of fearful in a way.
If this Institute plans to come after us, then perhaps you could tell us a bit of what kind of forces they might have so we could be ready.
I do not know too much of their inner workings, but Institute of the Traveler are very good at getting what they want done, you could say. I am one of many trackers sent to find people and things.
What is it that they want?
When they have a certain research subject, they spend all the resources at their disposal to grab it and do whatever research they want on it. Some more unsavory than others. I learned a long time ago not to ask questions, however. They have teams of trackers who can be very, very capable.
Yeah, that's who I thought you were. I thought you were potentially one of them. I did know that there would be some people after me and Mr. Bubbles after we escaped. Yeah, I definitely think we should stay together. What was your name?
Carferon.
Carferon. Well, it was very nice to meet you, Carferon. We are about to go on a very dangerous mission. For our friend. In town. Get the means to get further away in case the people who are chasing, or in case they ever decide to send somebody after us. But we can definitely research the way back to Ravnica as well.
I do believe the only reason why they have not sent a pack yet is they must be recovering from whatever happened.
Dr. Afe will kind of make a face through her jelly, like kind of cringing, like, I imagine it probably wasn't a good thing that I did on my way out, but I don't recall.
Okay. Anything more? Or should we move on?
I'm ready to move on.
I think we're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Then let's do it. Carferon is going to follow you back to the cave entrance. So, we'll say maybe like a half hour passed or so. But 3 a.m., you arrive back at Wave Echo Cave entrance. Looking back often for any sign of any other followers or something, or any of the such. Quickly, you move, for danger surrounds you. Whatever lurks within the cave, the Black Spider himself. Perhaps a hunting pack, such as Carferon. And the looming question of whatever or whoever it was that scried Million. You arrive shortly after 3 a.m. in the stark darkness before the pitch blackness of the cave, your bedrolls remaining where they were left. Nothing but the empty mouth, waiting with a chill morning wind whispering lightly. The silence is somewhat discomforting, but then a bird can be seen atop the cave mouth. Something entirely odd-looking, like nothing you've ever seen before. Everyone, save for Million, of course. Its beak is large and curved, the most prominent feature upon it. Most unlike any bird native to these lands. A macaw, and one which you strongly suspect might be blue if it was in any light.
What a pretty color.
And Million, as it descends down flying to the ground, your breath catches in your throat. It glides easily towards your group, shifting into something else entirely before your eyes. Brilliant blue feathers bursting in the air to land upon the ground as a beautiful elven woman now stands tall in front of your group. Million, she says with a warm smile. It is good to see you well. Spix the Blue, your mentor, greets you from quite literally across the world.
Spix? What are you doing here? It's so good to see you. What? How did you find me? What are you doing here?
I suppose, yes, you should be wondering what I am doing here, and I do apologize for the scrying earlier, which may have came as quite a shock. But I needed to know where you were, so I could transport via the plants to your location.
Yes, we are in a certain situation. There's so much to tell you, but I thought it was people with ill intentions towards me or towards my companions here. But thank goodness it's you. What are you doing here? I thought you were back and studying. We discussed the last things we discussed. It was, you didn't have any leaves.
I must admit, this is not a social call, Melian. I'm sorry, It's your mother. She's not doing well.
Mother? What happened to her? What happened?
She's come down with an odd affliction. No healer, priest, or priestess has been able to remedy it. Began with a sort of light lethargy, but has progressively gotten some more severe. It was her who wished for you to be informed and advised you for you to be brought home at once.
Is it that serious?
And at this, you see Spix kind of get a clever little wink in her eye, and she gives a little bit of a smile. If you ask me, it's not something to be too worried about. I think it's mothers being mothers.
Oh, goodness, Spix, you almost killed me. I didn't think she would try to get me back, honestly. It's been a while. I haven't really sent any letters for a while.
It was, but I had not too much trouble finding you.
I'm glad. I'm glad you told me it's not that serious.
It is odd. It's like nothing any of them have seen before. I wouldn't quite call it a disease. It's more just a tiredness. But your mother's finding it more difficult to find the energy to get up and do the things she used to. She wants you home, but I also advised her you are on an adventure of your own. I do not think it's too prudent to take you away from that. I see you have made some friends.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. That's quite rude of me. Please allow me to introduce you to my companions. She might look like a child, but I guarantee you that her mind, you would be fascinated to speak with her. This is Dr. O. Her name is Ofbet. And this strange metal creature is Mr. Bubbles. And behind me, do not be afraid. He means well, I think. And behind me, this is Vivacity.
Viv does a small wave. Hi.
And this is Brecker. And that behind there is a new companion, Carfarian. Carfaron? Sorry, I'm still learning it. Everyone, this is Speaks. She's a master. She has taught me many things about studies and about life too.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Well met, well met. She looks a little kind of uneasy with Carfaron. And she kind of like does a side whisper to you, Melian, like, what is that?
I don't know.
I'm getting jealous now.
I don't know, but somehow I understand his heart a little bit. And I believe if you speak with him for a little, you also understand it.
You have quite a odd group. I've met many tieflings and orc kind in my time, and at this she kind of like gives a bow. But she looks to Dr. O and Mr. B, and she's kind of like, very interesting. You say your name is Dr. O. She holds out a hand.
Karafe, and she'll bring up a slimy appendage for a handshake.
And as you kind of grasp, she just goes, very interesting. I've not met any of your kind before. Did not know there was such a thing in the world.
Oh yes, I haven't met my kind either. Alright, just know
there
that it's
isn't
me.
in this world.
You must tell me of your adventures, Melian. It seems that you are on a quest right now. I do not mean to interrupt.
No, I appreciate your visit. The truth is, it's not really a research mission. I met Gundren thanks to you, and he needed some help, and I thought if I could help him, perhaps he could become a friend of my parents.
I think that is well advised. I have met Gundren many a time, myself. So he has you on a mission. Is that where... And then she kind of turns around and faces the cave entrance. So that's what this is? Is this where your quest lies?
Yes, we believe so. We have to face many dangers, and I've learned quite a bit. I must tell you, there is this creature. It's part owl and part bear. It is magnificent. And then she's gonna stop for a moment, and she's like, but I will be sure to explain all about it to you later when we're not possibly going to a possibly dangerous situation. But yes, we do believe that that's where it lies, our quarry. We're trying to help Gundren's siblings. We believe they might be in there, and they might be in danger.
Very well, very well. I would be far beside myself to take you off of your current path. We may return to your mother at a more opportune time. For now, you have a quest to finish. I can remain behind. I don't know if there may be a camp made. She kind of looks inquisitively at you. Have you been inside yet?
No, not yet. We were just a little ways away from here. We were in Phandelver. not too long ago. That's where Gundren and another friend are. If you wish, you can stay with them. I would not wish to put you in any danger.
I am not worried too much about the danger. I will remain behind to help you should you need it. Perhaps staying here at this cave entrance. So
That would be
basically,
appreciated.
what she's offering is she can remain at camp wherever you want to post it. If you want to post it just outside or maybe inside, depending on what you find. And, if you return to camp, you can get some healing. She's a druid and she's got that.
I need healing.
Yes, that would be so much helpful. Melian is gonna look back to the rest of the group. Should we make a camp here? Do you want to just... I can assure you that my master can be trusted, and she's very powerful.
Trust your judgment, Melly.
Yeah, she seems alright.
And let's set a camp here outside, and then we can proceed. Do you think that would work?
Aren't you gonna be a little bored at the camp by yourself, Miss Spix?
Oh, I have plenty of meditations I can do, and there's some interesting fauna nearby that it has been a very long time since I have had the joy of walking amongst.
No, just be mindful of the owl bears. There ain't nothing to joke about.
Oh, surely. Quite a ferocious beast, if I do recall.
I do have the campground from last night. I believe it was pretty well fortified and hidden.
Yeah, that would that could be this map. Okay. Carferon also speaks up. And he kind of explains his wishes not to go into any caves or underground. He seems kind of uncomfortable being in confined spaces.
Would you like to stay at camp too?
Yes, he would. All right. So, do you enter Wave Echo Cave?
Like I'm ready.
Why not?
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I mean, because scary bad guys with death are inside. But let's do it! Yay!
Okay.
Melian's gonna give a little one of the seeds, one of the letter seeds that she keeps, and she's going to give one to Spix. I meant to send this to you. I already gave one for my parents. I left with a friend that I trusted to deliver, but I believe we're gonna make it. However, I just wanted you to have it, just for safekeeping.
Okay.
Hey Melly, do you think perhaps it was Vic who cried on you, or was that them?
Oops, they already said that.
Sorry, what?
Never mind, no worries.
They already
okay.
said it was them scrying.
Yeah. Can't remember. Do we? Are those writing on the cave part of the actual thing, or is
No.
that just splash art for
No,
the?
that's just
map?
splash art. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, what? Is Is that a thing for us to decipher or something to get in?
Friend.
Say friend and enter.
Yeah.
Love it.
And we just went in, didn't even check for traps, didn't even check for enemies on there. We're just like, yeah, let's go in, like just walk in, like.
Okay, so I now have you on the map. You should be free to move as you see fit.
I definitely feel like slow and looking for traps is the way to go. Because they should know that we're... Do they know that we're onto this? Yeah, because we freed Gundren, so I can't imagine they're not aware.
We freed him and then murdered everyone.
We didn't
Yeah.
murder everyone.
But
Yeah,
that thing was a decoy, wasn't it?
It was a changeling, wasn't it?
It was a doppelganger.
Ah.
We did kill it, but 4 hobgoblins had gone to the place, and also we didn't kill everyone in the castle.
Plus,
Yeah, some of them left.
even if we did, they probably would have sent scouts to assess the situation.
There's a decent
Right?
chance people know we're coming, or someone's coming. Right? Yeah. Cautious and looking for traps. I'm staying on Mr. Bubble's shoulder as we go, and kind of examining the surroundings.
Oh, okay.
Slowly and steadily, Mr. Bubbles.
Okay.
I also, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say Brecker's also going to be keeping an eye out for anything suspicious.
Gotcha. So, the entrance tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by natural pillars of rock and containing 3 stalagmites. In the western part of the cave, behind a column of rock, you spot the first sign of any living presence here. 3 bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies. Sacks of flour, bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns, flasks of lamp oil, pickaxes, shovels, and other gear.
Do you think these belong to Gundren's siblings?
Potentially.
And as the words are spoken, you see the body of a dwarf miner amid the supplies.
No.
Familiarity?
Can I tell how long he's been dead?
Make me a medicine check if you are proficient.
I am proficient because I'm a doctor.
Could I
Nice.
try to give her? I was going to say I was
Yeah, she can roll a d4 for guidance.
going to actually try to give her advantage.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Try to help her out.
Yep, go ahead.
All right. You want,
Did you say? All right.
Go ahead and roll once again.
Wow.
wow.
What about that D4?
All right. Dr. O, by your estimation, you think he might be dead for at least a week.
He's been dead for some time. I can't tell exactly how long, but
Oh,
I would
so
guess
that's-
at about a week.
So that's where the smell's coming from.
Smell.
Oh no. Poor Gundren.
Could I tell if he's in fact related to Gundren by any way? In any way?
There is a likeness.
Yeah. What do you say his brothers' names were?
Oh, I've never been very good with names. I'm so sorry.
You can make me a history check. See if you remember.
Alright, I'm down. Whee.
Hey, give me a second. I need to get my notebook.
I definitely remember. Just took me a minute. Their names were Tharden and Nuandro. Whoa, I can't say names very good.
Nundro.
Nundro. Thank you. Nundro. Tharden and Nundro.
As you are inspecting the dwarf, you do see the boots that he is wearing seem kind of, valuable, I guess you could say.
Do they seem magical or just like ritzy?
Make an Arcana check.
The way that 8 was positioned made it look like the infinity sign. So I got weirdly concerned for a second there.
Why concerned if she got infinity on it?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Infinity and beyond. Success, obviously.
Dr. O, you do suspect they are magical.
It might be in bad taste, but I will probably try to take the boots because they're magic and I can't not take them.
Okay.
Sorry, did we loot those guys from the camp?
We sure didn't.
The other guy did.
Okay.
Because he said he found stuff on him.
Finders keepers, I guess.
As you get further within the chamber, you see that the northeastern section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide pit, perhaps about 20 feet deep. There's a sturdy hemp rope tied off around a nearby stalagmite, dangling down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel heading northwest and east.
Do we know what killed him?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What was that?
Oh, sorry. Do we know what killed him? Like,
You
is there
see-
stab wounds or bite or?
Yep, you see stab wounds.
Does he have anything on him that might identify him? Perhaps a letter or something of that nature?
You can't really find anything on his person. Looking around, you'd probably find like some notes, ledgers, or whatever. It does make mention of Tharden and Nundro. You're not certain which brother this is. But you almost have concrete evidence that this is one of Gundren's brothers. As well as you remember Gundren, holding the secret close to heart, so it would only be him and his brothers. If this is not Tharden or Nundro, that would probably mean another dwarven clan is trying to get the mines.
Right, that makes sense. Do we keep going, or...
Hey, thanks, Drake!
I know often people of faith like to put people to rest. I don't know. Of the essence, perhaps we can do that on our way out.
Yeah. Best to try to finish what we have before we deal any kind of funerals.
Yeah, I agree.
Off Bay will take one of like the bedrolls, the sheets on that, and kind of cover the body.
Besides, I'm sure Gundren would want to be there when it happens.
All right. So should we follow this this opening here?
I think we should go further in, yes.
But I would like to go ahead of the party and just keep track of what I see. Where's the opening?
So there's an opening at the bottom of the pit, there, and there.
Where down is the pit?
About 20 feet.
Did you say we can go across, or is there no actual across?
There's a rope down.
Oh, okay.
Does the rope look secure?
Yes, definitely.
I am having flashbacks. Melian's going to check the rope and hope she doesn't mix the same terrible thing of the last time she tried to climb down. Do I have to roll for anything?
No.
Okay.
And Dr. Afe will go down? Can we hear anything from either of the openings? Or potentially even see anything as we're going down?
As you are moving down, you start to hear this, like, rhythmic pounding echoing from deeper in the mine. It's really hard to make out, but it's like a loud kind of booming noise. As you get,
from which direction? Oh, sorry.
as you get down to the bottom of the pit, you hear that booming every now and again. It seems to come from both directions. Both entrances. I should say
Left
both
to right.
exits. There's there.
Okay, I would like to quietly, stealthily go to the right and try to approach the entrance and see what I can see, if there is any, like, wind or anything that, can give me an idea if there's, like, it goes down or up, or if there's anyone nearby.
Million. You see a kind of shaft, a tunnel leading towards the east, going into a larger chamber, of which you see a large number of bones and skeletons on the ground. Bits of armor. Cutting to the left is another tunnel.
I am going to wait for the elders. And I'm just going to turn back a little bit and say, whisper as quietly as I can, lots of bones. That's never good. And I'm just going to wait for everyone to come down.
I'm just following Millie.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe it was just a really bored necromancer.
Still think that probably counts as not good.
I mean, we ain't dead, though. What's a necromancer got to do with us?
You remember what happened last time we saw a bunch of skeletons? That was not fun.
We made it out, though. Did you die?
Always the right answer. Did you die?
I almost die a few times right now.
But you didn't.
But you didn't.
So I'm gonna move ahead of the team again and just make sure that I'm staying, like, pay really close attention for any traps or any steps or any other sounds that might indicate someone is nearby.
Oh, that
So we're
is a
trying to
lot
be
of
stealthy.
bones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
We're definitely trying to be stealthy.
should I
Should we just
use
make a
Pass
quick
Without a
stealth
Trace?
check?
Yeah, so if you're trying to move silently, you can make a group stealth check. And then as well, if anyone is actively trying to listen or look for anything, you can make a perception check.
All right, I'll make a perception check too.
Okay, let me cast. Oh, that looks cool. Let me cast Pass Without a Trace. Oh, wait. Yeah.
And let me cast guidance on myself.
Oh gosh, Viv, your your perception proficiency is so good.
I notice many things.
Where are you, Viv? Where are you, Viv?
Where am
I'm
I?
trying. Yeah, I'm trying to target you for the.
I have
Huh?
approximate knowledge of many things.
Oh my God, same.
So does Kaza.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I'm trying to target everyone.
Know what potentially caused all these bones? Like, is there any indication of why there's 1,000 bones down here?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to say you actually had Pass Without a Trace already on us. Never took it off for the last time.
Oh, we did? But isn't it like just temporary? No, that was from before, wasn't it?
That was from before, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, we got it now.
Yeah, I'm casting everyone.
Okay. So
God. Armor penalties suck.
Wow.
That
What are y'all doing?
hurts.
It does.
She's going clonk, 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 clonk.
Yeah, I have my staff and I'm just going like, yeah, I cast Without a Trace. We're good. Let's go. Woo!
Everything's fine.
Backer, you just hear metal plates just shifting across the ground.
okay. So to the left, which is north, there is an area consisting of numerous intersecting passages. The ceilings there are only about 6 feet high.
Oh shit.
And further to the east, many tunnels intersect at this natural 30-foot high cavern. The walls are carved with simple reliefs showing dwarf and gnome miners hard at work. Below them, nearly 24 skeletons and rusted scraps of armor are scattered across the cavern floor. Some are dwarf skeletons, while others are orc remains. Half a dozen large brass lanterns stand in niches or on ledges around the cavern, but none are lit.
That was not hidden.
It wasn't. Yeah. That is frustrating. My options might have been, There, now it's hidden. Anyway. Forget that.
Oh, whoops.
You didn't see anything.
Dr.
Forget
O,
what?
Dr. O and Vivacity. You very faintly hear in
Your
the
mic didn't pick that
chamber.
up.
Oh, you very faintly hear chittering in the chamber with all the bones.
Is it a familiar chittering?
It sounds familiar, yes.
Do I know what it is?
Make a nature check.
Do you have to be proficient to make one?
Nope.
Okay, I'll make one too then. Fat lot of good that did, but
Yeah, I think those are bats or sturges in there. And you said that's coming from the room on the right? And was I able to tell about approximately how old the bones might be? Or the recent...
Not from your current position.
Is there blood?
From where you're currently standing, you can't really make out any blood, no.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I definitely hear something like sturges or bats from over there.
Should we... I mean, I don't think we should go into the bone pile room. Should we go up? Down this corridor?
yeah,
I can investigate it if you guys want.
Going this direction didn't seem to bode very well for these fellas right here. I figure there must be another way.
I'm just gonna go to the corner and see if there's any more. Oh, there's a lot of places to go.
Yep, there's a way out there. There's a way out there. There's a tunnel that way as well.
Should we try the north tunnel first?
Yeah, I think so.
Dr. Opday will slide off of Mr. Bubbles since he's gonna have to crouch to get through here anyway.
I'll have to bend down a little anyways. Not really.
I can pass without a trouble.
I just have to, like, bend over a little.
Alright, do we designate a leader for kind of guiding us through here? For the most part?
I think he just volunteered.
Yeah, Melly's the leader now. Good job.
Yeah, now I'm just like trying to use my stealth to be able to like go forward and just keep an eye on things.
Stealth?
Yeah.
Go metagame. She thinks she's stealthy.
I think I'm stealthy. No, I mean, what?
I got the highest stealth check. I think I have the highest stacks here.
She has no idea. She thinks, yeah, no, man, I'm killing this.
To be fair,
Gosh.
I think the three of us were the only ones that actually rolled stealth. The other two rolled perceptions.
No, I rolled mine into the tower.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I see all your stealths.
Like she was supposed to.
Yep.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
That's all right. Like I said, you guys do really well with not metagaming it, so I'm not worried about it.
All right, I'll bring up the rear. Shh.
Or just make jokes about it when we do.
I'm just like going and trying to keep an eye and ear out for anything.
Okay. So as you move forward further into these tunnels, several of the passages seem to end in partially excavated rock faces. These are probably the actual mine tunnels.
I'm just gonna try to go to every little corner, like slowly, and just like peek on each corner to see if I see anything.
Okay. You're really not seeing a whole lot, just more tunnels.
Climb roll. Does the floor just look like normal floor? Any weird pressure platey things? Rock traps?
Make an investigation check. You are looking for traps or anything like that.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Oops. That was my fault.
With my eyes open.
Dr. O. Searching the ground, you kind of feel your way forward, probably taking like a pseudopod and pressing lightly here and there, searching for any cracks, tripwires, pressure plates. You're not finding anything.
Is it the door?
You come to a tunnel that would take you back to the bone entrance. And you also see a door to the north.
I hear anything at the door?
Make me a perception check. You hear faint crunching and splintering sounds.
Is it a normal door? Does it have like cracks underneath it and stuff like that?
It's just a normal door. Like, let's see. It would be... All doors are 6 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and made of 6-inch thick cut slabs of stone fitted with iron handles and hinges. They're low and wide, perfect for dwarves.
Can I slip like a gooey finger underneath and see what's going on in that room?
You know what? That's... I just imagine like you putting a pseudopod with like one of your eyes. That's awesome.
That is so creepy.
That is
My
awesome.
eyes don't work
But
as
yeah,
eyes.
so you could kind of see what's going on in here.
Oh,
One of her eyes just like all the way to her finger. And
Yep.
the pseudopod just comes out of my eye.
Old stone
Oh,
bunks. Yeah. Old stone bunks in orderly rows line the walls of this chamber, and a corroded iron brazier full of old coals stands near the middle of the room. The bones of at least half a dozen dwarves and orcs lie strewn about, clad in scraps of armor. 3 gray, hunched figures squat among the remains, pawing at the scraps and gnawing at the bones.
Am I familiar with that type of creature?
I don't think you've encountered these before. Go ahead and make me a religion check if you are proficient.
I am not proficient.
Okay. So,
Does my 4th level feat have any knowledge?
let's see. This is what it looks like. Let's see. So, find that values. Oh yeah, that's on your actions tab.
And then I'll kind of slip back away.
Okay.
Look, she'll be really, really quiet. It looks like there's 3 ghouls inside. My understanding is they're lowly undead creatures. Also, where's Viv? Oh, she's over there. I don't know if it's worth going in there. I didn't see anything of interest.
So I suppose we move on.
She'll give a gooey thumb up. Dr. Offbay feels very awkward leading the path.
I was waiting for Melian.
Oh, okay. No. I'm like, okay, so nothing good there. All right, let's go.
All right. You cross further along the hallway. See another long passage heading north. About 25 or 30 feet in front of you is another passageway heading to the east. And another 30 feet beyond that, the hallway continues, but you can see no further.
We'll just keep moving and see if carefully.
Okay.
We like tracking for traps as we go.
You then
Yeah, like
come to a chamber where the eastern wall has collapsed into a mass of rubble. To the north, a door stands ajar, leading to a good-sized storeroom. Dusty kegs are tucked neatly against the walls, all of them cracked and split open from age. It isn't exactly comfortable, but it seems like a secure place to fall back to, should the need arise.
But those are just rocks.
Oh, those are kegs.
Kegs of what? Oh,
with wine.
alcohol, probably.
They're all cracked and split open from age.
Oh, so they're probably bad.
Yeah. And it is at this point that we will take a break.
Alrighty.
Alright, so let's rejoin in like 3 to 5 minutes. I'll send
Sounds
out
good.
a vote, so when you are back and ready to go ahead and click the vote in FGU to grounds. Alright, see you all soon.
Like, oh.
Alright, we are
Hello.
back.
Did you check Ready Nomad?
I did not.
You were the first person back other than me who never left.
I don't think it gives the GM a ready check.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
Which is
it does
dumb.
not. Okay.
I've
So,
just been here napping.
we are all set. Everybody ready to go again? Got all your stuff taken care of?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, do it.
Yeah, the smelly room.
So, once again, inside Wave Echo Cave for the Lost Mine of... As you have entered... Excuse me. As you have entered this area, Melian, among all the casks, suddenly you see some movement. In the far northeastern corner, coils of some large creature begin to writhe. And you see a very large snake raise up its head. And I'm going to need everyone to roll me initiative.
Whoops.
Why is it
Thanks.
always me? I'm always the one getting us in trouble.
Wow.
We're not feeling very. We're not feeling the initiative today. It seems.
We're all a little tired.
Wow.
Been a long journey.
Shit.
I am buying this fancy
I'm
dice.
still second. Wow. At least Millions first.
Yeah. After the
Well-
snake, I'm sure.
Yeah, other than the snake.
Okay, Million, you have received initiative. What are you doing?
Oh, wow.
See. Okay, so I would be very familiar with snakes, because there's a lot of lizard folk and lizards in that area, in that south area. Would I be able to notice if it's very aggressive or if it's something that I could, talk?
It seems like you have come upon its lair. So go ahead and make me a nature check.
Okay.
You have come across this snake's lair. And it is aggressive because it is defending its home, essentially. You do have the capacity to speak with animals, of which this is a creature that you could speak with using that.
Oh, wait, isn't that a spell? I thought it was a spell.
I believe it is a spell. Speak with animals.
No, I don't think I have this spell.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Right! Oh my god! Okay, I'm switching as soon as the next day arrives. Alright. I am going to... Oh boy. Is it like bigger than the door?
It could get through the door. If that's your question.
Yeah. Okay, I would like to just grab the doctor and just dash.
Okay, so if you are trying to pick up the doctor, you would have to grapple her. She could let you so that it wouldn't take like a... So like you wouldn't fail it. And then whenever you move, when you're trying to like drag somebody, it's half movement.
Okay, yeah, I would like to do that. And would I be able to... Okay, I'm probably not going to be able to close the door, right?
Yes, you could, because opening, closing doors I have as item interaction.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I want to do. I would like to grab the doctor and be like, okay, we are leaving the spot.
Okay, Dr. O.
Oh, I accidentally closed
Uh-oh.
it. I'll be right back. Just a minor setback.
Dr. O, are you attempting to resist, or will you let her pick you up?
I'll let her pick me up.
Okay. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, she's small, so I'll let you get there.
Alright, yeah, and we're closing this door. Boom.
So what kind of snake was that, do you think?
If you want to know, go ahead and make a nature check.
Yes, I always want to know.
All right.
Would I have been able to identify because you're not familiar with them?
Yep. Go ahead and make a nature check. Oh, yeah, we'll use that 15. Excuse me. Dr. O and Million both know this is a giant constrictor snake.
So Million can wild shape into that now, right?
She should be able to, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I think I can.
Snick.
It's a snack.
You know,
A snack.
I've been to places where a guy will play an instrument and the snake will just follow the music. I wonder if I could do that.
That is definitely true.
I could be a snake charmer. That's what they call them. They made like loads of tips too. So many coins.
I
You
thought
wanna
you were
try it?
asking if you could follow the music.
I mean, I'm always following the music.
You could be a snake.
Snake in there if you want to charm it.
You know, I had this weird dream about a snake just last night.
Maybe it's a sign.
I don't like that.
Last night too.
Maybe I cannot talk to it, but maybe you could. I don't know. But I know those things. Look, we have a lot of those back home. They are not to be played with. I've seen things like that eat creatures that they should not fit inside their mouths.
That, like what?
Like a cow.
A cow? Nothing's mouth was not big enough to fit a cow.
Oh no, I don't know if I even should say that.
Oh no.
It stretches. It's gonna stretch and it's gonna make it
Wait,
fit.
you mean its jaw can?
Unhinges.
Oh God. Oh, well, I'm pretty big, but I don't think I'm as big as a cow. That's concerning.
Unhinging jaw. That would be an interesting update.
It could probably not. It could probably not do any damage to the doctor or to Mr. B, but for us, that thing could definitely eat us up. And I do not want to be someone else's meal.
Are they fast?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Big and fast. If we could all be so lucky.
All right, Million, anything else on your turn?
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay. Mr. B, what do you got?
I mean, the door's closed now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean,
Like we're just kind of done.
combat's over, right?
Snake.
Do you want to do anything?
I mean,
We're still
They
in
took care of
initiative
it.
order.
Sorry, I should have moved.
I don't know if they're just like they took care of it. Right?
There's a giant snake in there, but do we need to take care of it?
I don't think so. This is its home, and we're invading it. I mean, it would be a good place for us to fall back and hide, but
We got
Just living its
this.
best life.
Yeah, I don't need to attack it if we're just leaving it.
Okay.
I'm ready to just move on.
Yeah, so you can end your turn if you want.
Oh, is it my turn?
All right, Dr. O, is there anything you wanted to do?
Other than take some notes on it, then nope, I'm good.
Okay, Vivacity, what do you got?
I mean, I'd like to try and charm it, but I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. She said that thing can eat cows. Oh, I don't know. Are we going back in? I'm not. Well, if they're not going back in, I'm not either. I want to charm the snake, though. Really bad.
What would these do?
Viv wants to charm the snake.
Have charming magic?
I mean, not magic, but I am pretty charming, intrinsically. You've all met me, huh?
Do you have skills handling animals?
No, but I've got skills handling a flute. And they do say music soothes the savage beast. I might give it a try. Y'all can stay back. I'm going in.
All right.
I don't like where this is going.
Well,
Viv, as you cross the threshold of the door and behold this giant snake, you are smacked in the face by the shock of how closely it resembles the snake in your dreams.
Oh.
Your skin is electrified as you feel the surge of adrenaline wash over you. What do?
I'm thinking about that crowd. The crowd of thousands. And then I think about the snake opening its giant maw and swallowing me whole. I take out my flute and I begin to play.
All right. Please make me a performance check.
Please work. I want this to work.
I kinda almost wanted to
Come on.
All right, Viv. You start playing on your flute, making a tune off of the top of your head. And you see the snake kind of poised angrily, coiled up, ready to strike, lashing out to grab onto the nearest person and start constricting.
I hold resolute and I play my flute.
But you play on that flute and you keep playing. Soon enough, the snake's actually starting to kind of bob back and forth, its head going to the rhythm. Please make me another performance check. As the adrenaline and just sheer tensity of the moment is standing in front of everybody, Viv plays her flute, and the snake no longer seems quite so angry. Congratulations, Vivacity. You have just charmed the serpent. And it seems to have taken on an entirely new demeanor. And it moves towards the middle of the chamber and is just swaying along to your music.
I don't know if I should stop or not, but I kind of don't want to. I don't think I've ever had such a captive audience. I keep playing.
Okay. We are now.
Oh, is that
We're
okay?
out
Did I
of.
say-
Yep, we are now out of initiative order.
I send a message to those outside. I think I got him. I think I got him. I message them in their heads, but I continue to play. I don't take my lips from the flute.
You go to take your message, and you do notice you see a big armored hand on your shoulder as Breaker is ready to pull you back the moment it tries to strike.
I'm in the zone. I can't even feel your hands on me. I feel perfectly in my element right now. I feel like this serpent and I have some sort of connection now. I can't understand it. It's a beast, but through music, somehow we formed this connection, and I feel like it's all I've ever wanted.
Breaker releases his hand and he looks over at Melian and mouths "Holy shit" to her.
Mel is just just looking at Brecker too, just going like, "Holy shit." They're just staring at each other, going like, "What the fuck?"
Every movement of Vivacity's is met kind of like a mirror by the snake, who is just waving to and fro to the beat of her tune.
At some point, I decide that it's okay. And I slowly lower the flute from my lips.
You slowly lower the flute, and you see the snake kind of slowly go down. Whereas before it was up, you know how like snakes will have like their head up? It slowly lowers to the ground. And it comes up kind of towards you and just looks at you, Viv. And at this time, I would like to go over companion rules.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I am so mad!
Woo! I got a snake!
Mel gets eaten by an owlbear and we see freaking Snake Lady Viv fucking...
Alright. So, essentially, companions are like pets. So, let's see. Excuse me. Companions are wild allies that adventure with characters. Each companion has unique traits and actions that make them a great ally, but beware, these creatures can be difficult to control in the heat of battle and just might bite the hand that feeds, but don't fret too much. A companion, gelatinous cube, or owlbear is worth the risk of an occasional wild rampage. So essentially, companions are like pets that you have to manage some stuff. We don't have to get too much into it, but one player is known as like the caregiver, like the owner, the master. So Viv, excuse me, you are now the caregiver of this giant constrictor snake. Let's see. The companion, which is the snake, has a value known as ferocity, which is the measure of their tenacity and fury, and of how those things build in battle. As a companion's ferocity increases, they gain access to powerful new actions, but they also become more difficult for a caregiver to control. If a companion isn't incapacitated at the start of their and their caregiver's turn, their ferocity increases by 1d4 plus the number of hostile creatures within 5 feet of the companion that they can see or hear. For the purpose of increasing ferocity, a group of creatures that share a single stat block, such as a swarm of rats, count as one creature. Ferocity increases round after round during combat, and there is no max to the level of ferocity a companion can gain. If a companion has 10 ferocity or more and isn't incapacitated, they run the risk of entering a rampage. You must make a wisdom animal handling check to try to stop the companion from entering a rampage. But for you, Vivacity, I'm going to let you use a performance check. You are a snake charmer. The companion shares their turn with the caregiver and acts during the caregiver's turn. They can move and use their own reaction and bonus action independently, but they can only take the dash, disengage, or dodge actions unless the caregiver uses a bonus action to command the companion to take a different action. So, this companion has Bite as its signature attack and Constrict. Constrict uses Ferocity. So as you build up Ferocity, you can use Constrict in order to kind of, excuse me, I keep coughing.
You need to drink water.
Yeah. So it's this damn Dr. Pepper. So, we can kind of slowly go into this with a companion. I don't want to get on those rules too heavily because I don't want you to like lose the companion just because we don't really know what we're doing. But it uses a lot of proficiency bonus stuff. So like its bite attack is +6 plus proficiency bonus to hit. That uses your proficiency bonus. So you being at level 4, your proficiency bonus is 2. So it has a +8 to hit. And then deals 2d6 plus 2 piercing damage. So get a lot of that stuff ready. But does that make sense now, Vivacity? So you would use a bonus action to command it to do an action, but you have a companion now.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
Awesome.
I got a schnick. I got a schnick.
Schnick.
I got a schnick.
Do I count as Dr. Off-Base companion?
You are her steel defender. All the rules that come along with that.
Fair. How broken can we make me?
So this so now that you have actually put your flute down, the snake seems to have quite taken to you, Vivacity, and it actually begins moving along the floor through all of you, and it gets to the tunnels from which you had come from and looks back, staring directly at you, Vivacity, somewhat expectantly.
Are you leading me somewhere?
It just looks at you.
I look to my companions. I think he's trying to show us something. Call it a hunch.
Then lead the way.
I start to follow my new companion.
Right? At this point, I would like, if everyone is still trying to be stealthy, I would like everyone to make another stealth check.
I would like to guide myself again.
Okay. And you still have pass without a trace, so no worries.
Wow.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, let me miss. No, never mind. I keep forgetting that I have to do that in the tower.
It's really suspenseful when you don't know what you roll.
That's the point.
Oh, whoops.
Let me roll on the
Got that.
tower.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm scared.
So, Viv just has a snake now? Is that what just happened?
I think I have a snake now.
Belly is just stunned. Because she's seen that they eat people and cows and other monsters. And Viv just tamed it with float. She's just dragging behind like, what the hell
It's
just
leading us into
happened?
death room.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
have you seen the size of his mouth? I think we'll be just fine.
As you get to the room with the bones, you do see the snake kind of like slow down and kind of creep. It looks up to the ceiling and looks back at you and then gets really low. You kind of get the sense it's basically saying like, be quiet. Be quiet.
So Viv turns around and puts a finger over her lips and meets the eyes of her companions.
I almost don't want to reforge Talon now because I feel like it would pale in comparison to what she already has.
All right.
Your personal missions are giving me gifts. Thank you.
Right?
Well, mine is, Viv. Mine is giving Mr. Bubbles gifts.
That's fair.
It's this where a witch is living it.
You're so right.
Right. You get to a chamber that is giving off an odd glow. Dense carpets of weird fungi cover large sections of the floor in this cavern. The growth includes puffballs a foot across, weird shelf fungus growing on stalagmites, and large stalks and caps a good 5 feet tall. Some of the puffballs glow with an eerie green phosphorescence.
Does Dr. O know anything about fungi?
Yeah, do they look poisonous?
Let's see. There is no dungeoneering. What would that be? Survival. Anyone trained in survival could make a check.
Nope.
Oh, why not?
All right. Mr. Bubbles. You know that some of the fungi look like they might be poisonous. Not just poisonous, but the type of fungi that, when disturbed, shoot out clouds of poisonous spores. Poisonous gas. You see the snake get closer and begin moving very slowly and carefully through the fungus.
I guess we should follow the path that it's tracing for us.
Mr. Bubbles says some of this fungi looks like they shoot out poisonous gas, so I think we should be very careful.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow the trail of the snake and put my hood up just to be over my nose, just to be careful.
All right. Excuse me. As you make your way across, I'm going to need everyone to make me a dexterity check. The snake gets all the way across.
Goody.
And it looks back at you very expectantly.
Oh, goody.
Cracker?
My rolls tonight have just been the best.
Are you all moving across at once, or are you taking turns, or what's going on?
Assume we're going in a line. I don't think.
Yeah, we're going on
Well,
on the line following
the
the snake.
doctor would have still been riding on my shoulder, right?
I haven't been riding on your shoulder because
Well, after we exited the tunnel.
Yeah, to be fair, I would have been on your shoulder after that.
Okay. Dr. O, don't need a check from you.
Oh, well, nice.
All right. Vivacity makes it across. Behind her, Mr. Bubbles makes it across with Dr. O atop his shoulder. But Brecker,
There it comes.
as you are crossing, you just can't help it. The armor's a little clunky. Your foot kicks into some of the fungi, and a cloud of gas comes up. Brecker and Melian, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Melian, you rolled a dex save, not a dex check.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, what do you got?
Oh boy.
Oh, there. Could have been better.
All right. Brecker and Million, you both breathe in some of these spores, begin coughing, choking up your airway. Brecker, you kind of stab it off, covering your mouth as you stumble out of the fungus field. Million, you seem to have a little bit more trouble with it. Unfortunately, Million, you receive some poison damage. 9 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
And you are poisoned for 10 minutes. So poisoned applies disadvantage to attack rolls. And ability checks.
Oh, that sounds good.
The snake
Feels so good.
Brecker's going to, as we're passing out of the glass, out of the room, Brecker's going to check out Melly, and can you tell if she's poisoned?
make a medicine check.
All right. Where's my medicine? There you are. Okay, that's better.
Yeah, you would know that she's poisoned.
All right. With that knowledge, he would give her a slight tap on the shoulder and a quick prayer and cast Lesser Restoration on her.
All right, very nice, very nice. Thanks to Brecker, Melian, your poisoned effect is dropped. The queasiness and the indigestion and other different stuff kind of going on goes away immediately.
Put my hand on Brecker and while we walk out. Oh God, thank you. I mean, not God, whatever. On nature, guardians of the nature, thank you. Oh, I was not feeling good. What the hell are those things?
I don't know. Glad we're out of that mess.
As the snake leads you a bit further within, you hear that same booming sound, crashing, louder now. The snake stops by a set of doors within a starry cavern. Glittering minerals in the ceiling of this large cavern catch the light and send it back to create the impression of a starry night sky. Dozens of skeletons, many crushed under fallen debris, are scattered across the floor. The cave is large enough that it contains two freestanding structures. Each of these stone buildings is proportioned for human use, as opposed to the dwarf-sized doorways and furnishings you've seen elsewhere in the mines. Both structures have battered and blackened masonry walls, their double doors cracked and scorched. The cavern is divided by an escarpment, into which a flight of stairs has been cut. Passages lead out of this area to the north, south, and west. The snake stops before a set of double doors. Looks at you, Vivacity, opens its mouth to show its complete lack of teeth, because it's a snake, and then looks at the doors and hisses kind of predatorily. You get the sense that it is attempting to warn you of something within, but it wants you to go inside.
She looks back at her companions with a very, very low... No, I was going to say with a low voice, but I think I should use message in this case, because there's something probably right behind the door. So I'm going to use message to talk to my companions. I'm going to say, I think my new friend's trying to tell us that there is something really important behind this door, but also something potentially dangerous. So be on guard.
Can Dr. Offay sneak a gooey finger under this door?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a little difficult, but you managed to squeeze a pseudopod through with an eyeball. Dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show that this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, beds are charred or splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds. And as you are scanning the room, a shadow apparates right in front of you. Slowly, darkness kind of coalesces, and you see two burning red eyes staring right at you, Dr. O.
Crap. Just like slink back away, or
As you slink out, you hear a disembodied voice call out to you. "Oh, it disturbs my rest."
y'all, you're just me.
Mr. B is GTFOing.
What was
Dr. O, just you.
Me. I think there's a ghost in there. Maybe a ghost. I don't know. I don't know much about undead, but it's talking to me. I think it knows we're here. We may just want to go in there. It looks like the place has been blasted to smithereens. And also I want to see it better, but with more buffers and bodies in the way. She'll climb back on Mr. Bob. No, she's already on Mr. Bob. Did we just go inside? There's a ghost that's talking, so we might not want to go in arms blazing.
Ready when you are.
Okay, I guess me and Mr. Bubbles will just open the door and talk to the ghost shadow creepy thing.
All right.
Also, do I know what it is? Because that's always my first question.
Are you trained in religion?
I'm not.
Okay. If you're not trained in religion,
Dang it.
you would not know what this is. As you enter, crossing the threshold, this shadowed creature whispers out to you. "Your presence is offensive to me. Your life forfeit. My treasures are mine alone, not yours to plunder."
Really want your treasure? And so we can just leave. What are we doing? We just want to leave them alone? No. Yes. What kind of treasure? Anybody say something?
Have you seen another dwarf around?
All the dwarves are dead. Slain in the battle centuries ago.
Guys,
What is your purpose here?
guys. Look at the snake. Look where the snake's looking. He's looking at this chest. What chest?
What chest? There's something there?
I don't know, but he's looking hard at it. Look how hard he's looking. There must be something in there.
I'll put it right there.
Okay, so your new friend is telling us that we need whatever is in there?
Yeah, seems like it. Is that what you're telling us? She looks at her snake.
The snake looks back at you, Viv. And then it, like, turns over to stare right at the chest. And then look back at you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what he's telling us. Whatever's in that chest, he seems to think we need it. And I don't know why, but I trust his judgment.
Oh,
Is this thing attacking us?
It is not.
It just said our lives are forfeit.
Being real scary, it's like a ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, but Dr. Othbay might be.
Not trying to deal with ghosts.
I just felt kind of tug on Mr. Bubbles to like take a step back. He doesn't like the ghost.
Alright.
Should we just go and pick up the treasure?
As Mr. B takes a step forward.
Well, sideways toward around the thing. But what
Into the
what
chamber.
happened to Dr. Offbay?
Trying to tug you backwards past the door and you went in. Technically, I'm stalling you though, so.
Okay.
I know.
As you start stepping further within, the creature's eyes blaze. And it says once again, "What is your purpose?"
Yeah, what he said.
I don't know what he said, but we're trying to find our friend.
There will be no friends here. They're all long gone.
So, what are you doing here?
I remain where I was slain. I cannot
that's
leave. I cannot leave. I will not leave. My treasures are mine.
So that that thing in that chest is yours too?
It is all mine.
I'm gonna just like quietly just poke Brecker and it's like, don't you do like fun stuff? Could you exorcise him?
I can. With that, Brecker will take a couple steps forward to Mr. Bubbles' right. He'll look straight at whatever this entity is, and say, "Whatever's in that chest seems to be something that we need. What we need. So, I suggest you let us take it and pass, and we will leave you in peace. Otherwise." Yeah, that's all he says.
Okay. By the way, anyone trained in religion can make a religion check to discover what this creature actually is.
Oh, just one skill I didn't bother taking.
Is my 4th level feat proficient in
I am not
religion?
proficient at all.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Yes.
Don't bards technically count as religion in all skills with their
Yeah,
class
yeah. So
ability?
a bard would be like half proficient. I would count that.
Oh, you would count that?
Yes, I would.
Then keep in
Alright.
mind you're proficient in everything now.
Tasty. All right, let's work.
Okay.
Cute.
Alien's just like, look, you've been here for what, hundreds of years? When have you used that? Not a single time. Aren't you bored?
Alright. Alright, this seems to be taking too long. We need to take what we need to go. And with that, Brecker will hold up his holy symbol, mutter his prayer, and try to turn... Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't respond to your thing. I was typing.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this might change it. So.
Yeah.
All right. So the wraith does respond. You wish to take my things. What do you offer in return?
What do you want? I mean, you've been here locked away in this place for hundreds and hundreds of years, holding on to that old pile of whatever it is that you consider your treasure. Anything new would be pretty much a treasure. But what do you want? Wouldn't freedom be something you would prefer than being stuck here?
He kind of starts hovering uncomfortably close. Freedom.
I'm hiding behind them.
There is no freedom from my torment. Tell me, what artifact is worth your lives? I will accept no less.
Dr. Offbay will quietly whisper to Brecker from, Mr. Bubble's shoulder. I think that's a wraith, and if I'm not mistaken, they can command other undead, so there might be more around.
I have something that might help keep it from getting too close to us, but if that's the case, then I might wait until its allies decide to show themselves.
You test my patience.
Brecker says nothing and just looks at everybody with I don't know, gotta look.
Dr. Offbay is scared, and she kind of wants to leave. You can, see she looks like a visibly frightened child.
What would you like to exchange? What do you have there in your treasure chest?
I have many items amassed over my lifetime. I will not part with them.
Something tells me there's going to be no bargaining with this one.
All right, then. I think it is.
Whatever's in the chest, I want it. What my snake wants, he gets.
Babe, can you charm this guy too? You charm the snake, can you charm this guy?
Like I said, I've seen snake charmers, but I never seen ghost charmers. Well, I have, but not with music.
Anyone with proficiency in Arcana can make me an Arcana check.
Huh, well, I guess I can't. I guess I count now. Huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can make all the checks.
Yep, you do.
We all did not great.
No, we didn't.
Dr. O, looking about this chamber, seems like it might be where the wizards were quartered. You think this might have been a powerful wizard in a past life?
Okay, I kind of share that information with the group, that this looks like powerful previous wizard, and this place looks creepy and magical and creepy and scary. I would like to leave now.
I sense the magic on you. What do you have? Show me.
I want to make the first move, but I don't know what spell would be appropriate.
Mel's just gonna start like pulling like daggers from like hidden under her, like in her boots. It's like, well, I have this dagger, and I have this dagger, and I have this arrow, and I have this arrow. This arrow is not good, but I have this other arrow, and I have coat, and this, and this, and this. She's just using this stuff.
I've got a snake.
Okay, so each undead I can see here. I didn't see that. Okay, at this point, Brecker also losing a bit of patience at this creature not being as more specific about what he wants or what he's going to get. He's just going to hold up his holy symbol, mutter in prayer, and say, "I have wasted enough time with you. In God's name, leave now." He's going to turn undead.
Okay. Everybody, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Ah, baby.
Oh,
Do I get a
I'll
quick?
look at us.
Do I get a surprise round for my turn undead?
You wouldn't, because the tensity was there. So your initiative is saying when you actually get that. So as you're kind of raising your symbol is when the initiative would be rolled.
Damn it.
Okay. So we do start with the Wraith, who managed to roll a 23.
Holy shit!
Oh, I figured we would just start at Brecker in the order and then just cycle around.
That's just not how initiative works. So
That's just not how you want it to work.
no, that's really an initiative. So when you make an action, everybody rolls initiative to see who gets to act first.
I mean,
Sadly.
I know how initiative works, but really, you're the DM.
Sadly, I didn't do what needed to be done to earn a surprise
All right.
round, so unfortunate.
So this Wraith is going to reach out to Brecker. A spectral hand grasps at Brecker's throat, You dare defy me? What was that?
I said, oh, perfect.
Oh.
That means I get to attack it.
All right.
Wow.
All right, and that uses your reaction, which is a miss.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Brecker is hit.
Wow.
Receiving
Ow.
20 points of necrotic damage.
What the
Oh,
You must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, which you fail.
running from my consequence.
All right. So it says the target must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw, or its hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, am I insta dead?
I think
that it?
so.
Records just dies in first shot, really?
Wait, what?
If this attack
No,
reduces...
unconscious, right?
It's your max HP.
Oh yeah, the max HP, that's right. Okay, so if this attack reduces the target's hit point maximum to 0, the target dies. The reduction to your hit point max lasts until you finish a long rest, so you are not dead.
Your max is 11.
Yep, you are just unconscious. Brecker is knocked down. And that takes us to Vivacity.
Things just got way more tense than it should be.
I always treated those sorts of
It
things
was
as having
0 to 100
left.
real fast.
If you don't want to heal him, I will.
I can do that.
I always thought it meant like the 20 hit points damage it just took was the same what it reduced.
Yeah, so Brecker has 31 total hit points. He took 20 points of damage, and then he failed the saving throw, which reduced his max hit points by that amount.
Yeah, I always
So the
treated
new-
it slightly differently.
The new max hit point is 11, so because he took more damage than the remaining max, it put him down.
Yeah, I was just saying I usually did it a little different.
I would also like to point out that because of the reduction in max HP, if he had done a 22, I would be insta dead. Because it would have been doubled my axe. I believe that's how it works.
I probably wouldn't do that because you take the damage and then the max hit point reduction
Okay.
stands. Yeah. All right, Vivacity, what do you got?
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on the Wraith.
Okay. The Wraith succeeds.
Of course it fucking does. Yeah, I have a bonus action with the snake.
You do.
Alright, well, I'd like to use it.
All right. You want the snake to attack him?
What else? Is that all the snake can do?
That's all the snake can do right now, yes.
Okay, yeah, then I'd like the snake to attack him.
Okay. Well, actually, no. It would be 1d4. 1d4 plus 1. Determine how much ferocity it has. Okay, so the snake has 3 ferocity. So the snake can make a bite attack or can make a constrict attack, which costs 2 ferocity. So you could attempt to grapple it, but it is a wraith, so it comes with all the wraith stuff.
I don't know. I really don't want to lose my snake so fast. This thing seems really dangerous. Yeah, I'm going to instead.
It's the thing that wanted you to come in here.
Yeah. Fine, go snake. Got it. Whew.
Okay.
Giant snake, I choose you.
And it has more HP than you guys.
Bye,
All right.
fucker.
The snake is going to make a bite attack, which hits, dealing
Attaboy.
10 points of piercing damage, but it does not seem to hurt the creature as much as it should. Taking us to Dr. Offbay.
Gonna slide down Mr. Bubbles.
Okay.
Gonna cast some Cure Wounds on Brecker.
Okay.
Is he on the... Okay, I have him targeted, so let me just...
Nice.
11 points of healing, bringing Brecker up to full health from his reduced max HP.
He's very uncomfortable and scared, and he's gonna go around the corner.
Okay.
That is the end of her turn. Boop.
All right, Mr. B, you're up.
Alright. I am raging.
Okay.
Oops, that's the wrong picture. Alright. And then... Oof.
Your
I'm gonna
great
use my
sword.
inspiration.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
Oh, come on.
Your great sword swing cuts through the air into this spectral figure, scoring a hit. Roll damage.
Wow.
11 points of slashing damage. Not
And
reduced because it is magical.
And it has to make a strength save.
It fails.
So it gets pushed 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
And I am going to step into its space.
Okay.
And then that's it for me.
All right, Million, you're up.
There, Brecker, now you can get away a little.
Let me. I just want to see the range of something. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's good. Okay, I am going to cast Ice Knife at it.
Okay. Remember that will get Mr. Bubbles.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Mr.
Okay.
Bubbles.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's fine.
The ice knife crashes into the wraith, scoring a hit. Please roll damage. Five points of magical piercing damage are taken by the wraith. Mr. Bubbles succeeds on his dexterity save as well as the wraith. As the shard explodes, both manage to dodge out of the way. Anything else, Million?
I'm would like to. Let me see. No, I cannot cast guidance. All right, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Taking us to Brecker, down on the ground, raised from the blackness. You see this wraith with an evil, sinister grin staring death at you. What do you do?
Alright. Just as he tried to do at the beginning of combat, Brecker is going to not...
Finally turn undead.
Yes. He's going to grab his holy symbol, shout a, basically kind of an prayer of exorcism, and he's going to try to turn the creature.
Okay. Go ahead and hit the cast.
Yep.
I do love that you shout turn undead and it like triggers combat, and then a few seconds later when you were like lying on the ground unconscious and were brought back, then it triggers.
Right.
All right. You manage to turn the creature as it screams in agony.
Nice.
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 Yep.
Oh, I hit that.
Nice.
Yeah.
How does turn undead work?
He cannot move towards me. He can only... let me double check.
A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
But nothing about taking damage from allies.
Nope.
Nice.
Well...
Oh, if the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go. That's the trick.
Okay.
As long as we don't hurt it for the next minute, it can't do jack shit.
Okay.
Let's grab
Grab
the
the chest.
thing. Escape. Run.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry, that was my turn.
Did you want to stand up, Brecker?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Sorry.
Okay. That takes us to the Wraith. Who is going to move as far away as it can. Triggering,
I like to... Sorry.
triggering an opportunity attack for Mr. Bubbles.
No.
Okay. It screams and howls in fear and agony, trying to get as far away from the blazing radiant energy of Gon's symbol. Vivacity, you're up.
I want the chest. I want the chest. I want the chest.
All right.
Can I command
Over and get it.
Can I command the snake to wrap itself around the chest and just slither away with it?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Or whatever.
This-
Just
The snake goes around, coils its tail around the chest, and begins slithering away. And you hear the scraping of the wood on the floor. So let's see, that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Just slowly, like. and we all just stand there watching as it's just like.
And so the wraith is turned. The wraith is turned for 1 minute. Is anyone going to be doing anything else, or are you pretty much just gonna let them be, and then you're just trying to get the chest? Okay.
yeah, let's get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay.
It knocked Brecker down in one go. We need to get the fuck out of here. Let's get-
All right. So you managed to take the chest with you, and all of you are able to get out. Congratulations. You have successfully not died.
I pat my snake on the head. Oh boy.
And as the doors close behind you...
No, I just closed them.
Oh, didn't see that.
You reopened them, and I'm like, no, don't open them.
As the doors close behind you, you are able to see what is in the chest because it is unlocked. Pulling it off to the side, say the snake pulls it all the way over there. You open the lid to see a large amount of copper, silver, gold, or copper, silver, some blue coins, electrum, and 3 diamonds.
Ooh,
There's also
big
a
money.
wooden pipe adorned with platinum filigree. There is a handful of magically preserved tomes on the shelves in the wizard's quarters. Sorry, that wasn't in the chest.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm reading the treasure
Everything that
section.
we just pulled them.
Okay.
Yeah, if there was other stuff in there, because there was just 2 beds and like
Okay.
a chest.
Gotcha. So you kind of just grab everything and go. Some
Yeah,
magically
grab and
preserved
dash.
tomes on the shelves. One has a map sewn into its cover. Okay.
Going at the same rate.
As well, there is a instrument inside, looking just like the one that you saw in your dreams, Vivacity. A bandor.
It's beautiful. Viv picks it up, just marvels at it a second. Longer than a second.
All right, who wants the diamonds?
Do we know the value of these diamonds?
Let's see. Make a... I don't even know what that would be. Make an appraisal. Just make like an intelligence check.
Alrighty.
Can any of us do?
Yeah, anyone can.
I mean,
Anyone
I
can
don't think
try.
I don't think I would though because I'm too enraptured by this instrument in my hand. So y'all have fun. Y'all have fun.
Great intelligence check.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not very-
straight.
I'm not a very intelligent
I
character
don't
anyways.
know
That's
about
fine.
these diamonds.
Wrecker, you think their value is likely around 100 gold pieces each.
I'm just like, they're so pretty.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I would definitely
And-
want one for, casting homunculi, but that's just me.
Or anyone need to cast like chromium orb or whatever, chromatic orb.
I can't even learn that.
I'm caressing the instrument.
I could say, the reason I asked is because when I reach level 3, I could cast Revivify, and I would need 300 gold pieces worth of diamond.
Hey, you can keep mine.
You have a free scroll for it right now, don't you? But yeah, you can hold on to mine too.
That's the only reason I was asking.
So
I might keep.
a total of 50 electrum, 160 silver pieces, and 1,100 copper pieces. As well as Viv, when you're strumming this instrument, everyone around feels the sensation of magic upon the air. And that's where we'll leave off.
Ooh.
I have so many questions. That's like,
Thank you to all of you out there who have tuned in, who caught this latest episode of The Lost Mine of Phandelver. I love having all of you, love having the people showing up, getting ready to put this stuff up on YouTube in due time. Make sure to check out Wednesday. I am running the Curse of Strahd campaign, and as I said, looking forward to starting another campaign on Tuesday. Yeah, I guess that's kind of all I got. That's all that's really going on in the world of Novad and the Tavern League. Thanks once again. A final time, go ahead and tip those mugs back. And a final salute Thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the Tavern League.